Busy week, mate. The hair looks much better. Much better. I knew I needed that spray, man. Look at that, dude. That looks fucking great. I love that, man. That looks great. So, yeah, man. Start heading on down. Yeah, it's cool as. Alright, man. I gotta go down and get something to eat. I've got no food here at all. I don't think I've even got anything to drink. No. Oh yeah, I got some coffee milk, bro. Fuck. I'll drink that, man. I didn't know. I forgot it was there. Alright, dudes. Can't remember where I put the other sunglasses, man. I'm pretty sure I had them on when I came home. But I can't remember where I took them off. Fuck, I couldn't find them anywhere. That bugs me, man. I like those glasses, so I hope I didn't put them down anywhere, did I? No, I didn't put them down anywhere. I wore them on the train home, so I know I had them on the train. Hey, Bert. You need anything, man? Nah? Tomorrow, buddy.
Tomorrow. So, you're off in the morning early, eh?
Yeah, I've got to be there 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock, but I'm
you
pretty...
don't want to try and expect too much.
No, mate, no, I'm not. I already know that. From the videos I've seen on TikTok of lawyers, I've seen family law court lawyers today, and they were complaining that their case got adjourned 7 months.
I was talking to Patrick today.
Oh.
He said his wife tried to stop Patrick from taking his son overseas. She can't.
She can't take him overseas, or?
She can't stop him. He's living with her, and she didn't want him to go overseas with Patrick at Christmas time. They went to court, and the judge said, it's what's best for the boy. Will the boy get something out of this trip, which he's going to with his father, but he's living with her, it still is. She couldn't stop him, Patrick, from taking him overseas.
Because he's got to come back, though. He's an Australian citizen. He lives here. He's not going to live over there.
No, but she has got her residence here, right? He's to stay with her, of course, but that's the order. But Patrick's got a residence here. That's why they say Patrick's not going to run off with him, because he's got a residence here. The boy will get something out of seeing the grandparents.
It's only for a month, though, isn't it? He knows when the boy's coming back, right?
Well, they're going...
Right? He knows when the boy's coming back. He knows...
but they're going over to live in their property over there.
For how long?
I don't know.
Oh.
But I was thinking about, what you said. But,
yep. It's completely biased. You have no chance in court at all. I can't take my daughter to Queensland to meet my family. Queensland, not allowed, but they're allowed to. But they're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want for as long as they want.
Now that what he's saying happened, one can't stop the other one from taking it out of Australia.
No.
It's, because they don't recognise this shit now about remember they used to kidnap the kids and go and not tell them they're going and all this. They don't recognise that anymore. No, the courts are pretty biased, mate, at the moment. They're really biased. It's as Patrick said to me, it doesn't matter what you want.
No, or what she wants. It's what's good for the kid. Yeah, it's what's good for the kid. So I imagine that mine is sitting back just laughing, smiling her ass off, knowing tomorrow that she's going to get everything that she wants and,
she won't contest anything.
The wife, the ex-wife won't. His wife.
No, yours won't.
No, they're putting in there what they want, and that's it, and it's full this and full that, and no contact this, no contact that.
I think because she hasn't adhered to anything in the past,
Yep.
or answered or blah blah.
Nothing, just ignored.
But that won't change tomorrow.
No, won't change at all. It'll be the same woman that you were, just accuse. Walk into court, accuse, answer nothing.
They won't probably listen to accusations because it's finished.
Well, that's what she's walking in, though. She's walking in with accusations.
Yes.
More.
But what
Fresh.
I'm saying, I would imagine accusations won't even be permitted because it's a decision time.
Yeah, it's time. Who's
time to judge on what's been done, not what's going on now.
Well, I hope so, because I've done a lot. I've done everything. I'm going there with all my visitation stuff. I'm prioritising Echo, not me. I am prioritising my thing, the time that I've had, everything, all recorded, all thing. That is what I stand on. I stand on those visitation things that I've had, not anything else. Not anything that's after those dates.
The visitations you didn't get.
Well, no, but I did get a few, Bird, and I got reports. Okay, and they're not good on her for her. These reports don't paint her in a good light. That's what let them come.
Just go there with an open mind.
I am, mate, and I'm going to be calm, and I'm not going to say anything other than my daughter deserves to have her father in her rights, has the right to see her father.
What you've got to remember too. If you do your nana in court.
No chance.
No.
Okay.
But if you do your nana in court.
Oh, that's it.
But it's all
recorded, yeah. Oh, you'll go to jail.
But it doesn't matter.
I would never do that anyway.
If you've done your nana in court,
no, it won't happen.
It'll be on film.
Yeah.
And if something comes up again,
bang, you're finished. You're finished either. You're finished, mate. You're finished. You're finished if you sit there and be quiet, and you're finished if you open your mouth. Okay? You're finished if you even shake your head and go like that. You're finished. All right, you're finished.
I told you, Sheila's got 9 points of the law and the copper's got the other.
Yeah. You've got. I was watching other lawyers' videos today, family law court lawyers' videos on TikTok, and there's lawyers on there complaining that I just got adjourned for 7 months. This is completely undeserved. The father has done everything that he's supposed to do. We came here seeking our time and having this enforced, and we have just been adjourned for 7 months. 7 months my client will not see his children. 7 months that she can, again, just ignore the orders. So now the lawyers are starting to even speak up a little bit about it, which I was surprised. I was surprised. I really was.
If you go to jail, you can probably meet a few of the lawyers in there.
Anyway, I've got to go up and just try and get some kind of food, mate. I haven't eaten. I've been finding it hard to eat. You don't need anything?
No,
all right. Ugh, God, mate. He's 85. 85, brother. Seen it all, he has. He went through all of this, 50 fucking years ago or some shit. Okay? And the system hasn't changed. Okay? The system hasn't changed. The wife took him for everything, mate. Everything. Okay? He went overseas, married her, bring her back. He's all in love. He's working like a dog. And, she decides she's unhappy and basically removed him from the house. like that's why he related to me so much, because a lot of the things that, happened to him. And he started laughing at me one day. He said, the system hasn't changed. It hasn't changed in all of these years. It hasn't changed. He said, that's what happened to me. I was removed. The wife got the house, the car. They made me sign the car over in court and give her the car keys. So she had 2 cars, that she got 2 cars off me, the house. I walked out of there. I didn't even have the car that I drove into court, Chad. I didn't even have the car that I came to court with. They took both the fucking cars, man. He was left renting where he's been there now for all of these years. He has been renting there ever since, mate. And I believe, you get to my age and you learn to live in peace, brother. You learn to live in peace, bros, okay? You just want to be comfortable, you want to be happy. You don't walk around arguing with anybody. You don't walk around causing arguments with anybody. You react to things. But even then you say to yourself, you pull yourself up, right? Because, the body's can't do what the mind wants, mate. Her body's not capable of it, bro. You know, it takes me ages just to get over this fucking walk that I got to do to the supermarket. So, but yeah, I was watching, you can look them up yourself on TikTok, family law court lawyers, and just have a scroll through, and you can hear these lawyers yourself. You know, I'm not the only one that got adjourned for 6 months, okay? 7 months is a long time for an adjournment, and I just thought it was me. So it was nice to hear a lawyer. It was nice to hear a lawyer also say 7 months is a long time for an adjournment. And the whole time the children don't see the father doesn't see the children, and there is no accountability. And my hands are tied for 7 months. He said, I can't do anything. And, you know, we walked in there, we've got all the paperwork, he's done everything proper. And I'm so disappointed for my client that I had to come on and make a video. I'm that disappointed in the system that, you know, he can go to all of these lengths that he does in order to get to court, and yeah, it works against him. You know, it was just a sad little video, mate, because it's the children that pay. It's the children that pay, brothers. I swear to you, your children pay. You know, it doesn't matter what the mother tells them, man, how the mother thinks that it's great and all that. The children pay. They don't see their parent and how. But everybody around me, as you've heard, including lawyers, have all told me, you know, you're done, okay? You're done, all right? No accountability from the other side at all. And we'll lose her, man. We'll never see her again. Don't you understand? You know what I mean? Don't you get it? You know? You never see her again, bro. You never talk to her. You don't even have a fucking picture. You don't see your children, bro. Your children don't see you. That's the most important part. Your children have a right to both parents. They have a right to know both parents, okay? And it can't just be all on one side. And then the other side has got to grovel. Has got to grovel and beg. And has got to do all of this stuff to placate that other person and still keep them happy when they're not even with them. Okay? That person's already moved on and banging whatever they're doing, right? They don't give a fuck about you. They never give the fuck about you. You know? And yet they've still got the power and the control, man. You know, which is what they want. Power and control over you. You know, you're not allowed to talk about this. You're not allowed to say this. They want control over you, man. You know? Fuck. Anyway, man, sorry about that. My stream got a bit distracted, or a little bit off the road kind of thing, off the path that I was meaning to get onto today. You know? Yeah, I didn't mean for that convo to come up. I didn't know that when I went up to say hello, of course. So that's how things roll, dude. You know, at this point, man, it really, it's like getting shot for a goose, getting shot for a gander. Okay, they're going to choose anything that they can. And they've got a fucking list of shit, dude. And it doesn't matter anyway. They're going to, you know, you've already been told you've got no chance, mate. You understand? You've got no chance. Just cop it sweet. You know, your kid will grow up one day and they'll contact you one day. That's basically it, bros. So I smile because then I don't cry. Yeah? You know, because it's been a hard pill for me to swallow, man. It really has as a dad. It's a hard pill to fucking swallow. You know, like I have done so much work in the last 4 years, man. I really have. And that's like saying to me that everything that I've done in the last 4 years is meaningless. Meaningless, brothers, meaningless. Do you understand that? It wasn't worth fucking doing. It wasn't worth putting myself through it. It wasn't worth doing their fucking men's behaviour courses, all of their shit they want me to do. You know? Because at the end of the day, what happens? Okay? That's what I'm saying to you. At the end of the day, you've got shit in your hand, bro. You ain't got anything. All you've got is a bunch of useless paperwork and a whole bunch of money that you've spent for fucking nothing. For nothing. Okay? All you've done is keep the machine alive. You've kept the machine happy. You know what I'm saying? It's so disappointing, honestly. If that is the case, I've lost total faith in the legal system. Absolute total faith in it, brothers. You know? And I don't know what they're expecting or whatever. I'm not unhappy because I already know, right? I'm not angry or anything like that, bro. I'm just expecting to walk in, get my ass slapped, get quartered, hung, drawn, get accused of everything under the world. And I'm going to be standing there going, I stand on these. This is what I stand on. If we're so concentrated on the one thing, which is the child, then these should be the main thing. Not all of the accusations and all of the things like that person's, you know, what they think about you. That should not matter, right? Because I don't matter, she doesn't matter, and only thing that does matter is the child, right? Right. So the observation reports should be the top of the stack. You understand? Because that's the last time you seen your child, mate. That's why I told you, boys, anytime you're going to get a visitation, make sure you get a report done. Make sure you pay the extra $330 to have a report done. You know, I was dropping $1,200, mate, in a 2-hour period just to see my daughter. Okay, $1,200 fucking dollars, bro. Okay, none of that gets spent on me or my daughter. It goes straight to the thing. And by the time you've paid for the visit, $840, and then you've paid for your report, which is $330, you can add it up yourself. Okay? Now, I'm just a normal guy working a fucking job, all right? And that's over a week's wages. Over a week's wages for that visit. Okay? So that is what they're expecting you to do. Okay? And I did that 3 times, bro. I wasted, you know, all of this. It wasn't a waste, but I spent that money on that. You understand? 3.8 or something on those visits, mate. Okay, in order to see my daughter. You know? I live like shit, dude. I live really good and stuff, but I've had to forego a lot, mate, in order to pay these fucking people. You know, $90 a week to do the psychology report. $90 a week. And for that, I've got a person that's has written this stuff that is just ludicrous, bro. You know, I SH'd my daughter? What the fuck are you talking about? You know, I SA'd my daughter, I SH'd my daughter, I was abusive, I did this, I did that, really? And then you go to the actual, you know, nah, look, guys, you know, I don't know, I got my fingers crossed and stuff, but they all told me that I'm a dead man walking, basically, bro. I'm a dead man walking, all right? But I'm going to have my suit on, I'm going to have my tie on, and I'm going to go there and just sit there and be quiet, and I'll listen to everything they say, and then I will talk. I have no intentions of just sitting there and copying everything sweet and everything. I'm not going to be angry or anything. I'm going to wait for my turn to talk, but I am going to say my word. You know, I'm not going to sit there all silently and rah, rah, you know, I will stick up for myself. I will, you know, yeah. Anyway, boys, I imagine it'll all be over in 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. And that'll be, that's all the time they need. Because as soon as a man opens their voice up there, bro, you're in trouble. Don't you understand that? You can't even make a gesture in your face, whatever it is. You're going to get jumped on. You're going to get told you're facing contempt of court charges if you do that again. And you're just sitting there. You haven't said a word to anybody. But because my face, they didn't like my facial gestures. Okay? So you're facing huge obstacles, mate. I didn't realise. I didn't think it was going to be like this. You know? I thought if you do the right thing and stuff like that. Anyway, it'll turn out okay. I got trust in faith, mate. A little bit of trust in God. And I'm hoping that fucking, you know, I really am. I got a little bit of faith in God. But it doesn't look good. Not from the videos that you can look up on TikTok. And just look under family law court orders. I think that's what it was that I looked up. and there's a couple of barristers there, you know, and they explain their story today. You know, I've just been adjourned for 7 months. I find this absolutely terrible for my client. He's come here with everything prepared and he hasn't seen his children, and now it's going to be another 7 months where they do not have to obey the order. So it will be a total of nearly 11 months before he possibly sees his children again. And that is a long, long fucking time. Do you understand? 11 months? 7 months is a long time for you to reprogram a tiny brain. Reprogram it, okay? He's this, he's that. Talk badly about him in front of other people. You know, have somebody else there and telling the little one that you're going to be taken away. You know, you won't be able to come back if you go. You know, just terrify the child. You know, it's got nothing to do with me, but I get blamed. They'll blame that on me. They're not going to take things themselves, viewer. They don't take, you know, it's never their fault, okay? It's always the man's fault, all right? Nice little car, eh, boys? So, HS Ticky, mate. HS Ticky, bro. HS Ticky. One of the biggest names in fucking streaming, mate. Earns all the big money, right? Tattoos everywhere, chasing all the Sheilas. Mr. Big Shot. Mr. Big Shot. And now he's on remand, mate. Okay? Court and due again in a couple more days. And they reckon he might do 5 years, brother. Okay, he might do 5 years. Cop that, mate. 5 years jail for the Ticky, mate. Oh my God. Fucking Spider Boy's locked up forever. Vitali's off the scene. Somalia's off the scene, both of them in jail. There's a fucking stack of them, mate. A whole bunch of Asian streamers have been done. They've been done too, they're in jail. Nuisance streaming, brother. Nuisance streaming, okay? But 5 years for the Ticky boy, bros. 5 years for the Ticky boy, bro. That's a long time, mate, okay? Alright, let me go and do this bit of biz, bro. Sorry, man, I don't want to bring anybody any trouble, or, you know what I mean? I don't want to cause anybody to lose business over my fucking live stream, brother. So that's why I don't, you know, I mute that, mate. We don't need to put in jeopardy, mate, anybody, yeah? So there's going to be a huge crackdown in that stuff, man. They're going to come down on it, boys. They're losing $6 billion a year in taxes. $6 billion a year, mate. They're not going to drop down the excise. And all they're going to do is hire more coppers. That's all they're going to do, mate. They'll hire more fucking coppers. Flood the joint. Drive everybody fucking crazy. Fine everybody, rah-rah. It's not going to change anything, boys. You know, they'll knock off a few of them, but they're not going to stop all of them. It's impossible, mate. Okay? Shit, that's been going on since I was doing the markets in Caribbean, boys, remember? All the fucking, the Muslim boys were selling it, mate. You know, there was people lined up at their stall, mate, all day long from 8:30 in the morning, all the way through until closing time. Fucking packed, mate. And they were doing the tobacco, mate. They were doing the smokes. So no, man, that shit's been around for years and years and years, boys. They're not going to be able to stop it. You know? Anyway, this is where I live, man.
I always get outside, boys, and go for a walk. This is lovely Seaford, mate. Beautiful fucking beach area. Look, I'll take you down and have a look just quick. Is there anybody in here? I can't fucking see anything, boys. Sorry for swearing. But I'll show you. This is Seaford Beach, mate, okay? And then I've got to go down that way all the way and go and see if I can get some groceries, dude. I've got to get something to eat. And I've got to get some flour and some spices, mate, okay? So I can make like a chili wings tonight, something like that. Chili wings, you know, something to do with chicken, maybe some legs, chili legs or something like that. You got to give them up, guys. It's like clean air, he says. I'll agree with that. It's good to be a dad, mate. Fuck, that's why I miss it so much, man. I miss taking care of her, you know, looking after my child. You know, I really miss that. You know, it's amazing when you're with them, they'll let you have 24-hour care. You know what I mean? 24-hour care, right? But as soon as they're done with you, suddenly you're an abuser, you're this, you're that, you're everything under the sun, and you should never see your children again. Like, it's just the complete opposite, mate, and there's only 2 days difference. You know, one day you're sweet, the next day you're not. The next day you're an abuser. And the next day after that, they've got the whole system against you. You know, the whole system agrees with them. You know, you're this, you're that. No proof needed. It fucking sucks. It really sucks, boys. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, boys. Stunning, mate. Stunning, bro. That's real pretty, that is. So, yeah, I'm just getting my mindset right for tomorrow. Just getting my mindset right. I think it's so unfair. I really do. And honestly, guys, when you think about it, if that is what's going to happen tomorrow, then that means that everything that I have done, okay, is valueless. It's valueless, man. Have a think about it. You know, it's just like putting a mouse on a wheel and giving you shit to do. That's all it is, man. It's not anything else, okay? So, and I feel, mate, if that's how it's going to go down, then honestly, that whole thing, my whole life, whatever, was a total fucking waste of time and money. Honestly, because what was the point of doing it? Really? Because you get to this point right now, and you've got all your paperwork, mate, and that's what they tell you. So why would you need all the paperwork then, mate? They're still going to tell you the same thing as they're going to tell you now. Even without the paperwork, they're going to tell you the same fucking thing. You understand? Understand? So it's all a big game, mate, I think. I might be wrong, mate. I've got a little bit of faith in the system left. You know, I've got my fingers crossed. But watching these lawyers today on the old ticky-tocky, bro, I am not the only one that got adjourned for 7 months. So cop that. I am not the only one. I thought it was just me. You know, I really did. But if it's an occasion where you've got several other fathers also being adjourned for 7 months, then how is that of any service to the the child and the father? Because you can't say father-child. You've got to say child-father, okay? Which is incredible, bros. It'd be a horrible way for it to end, mate, wouldn't it? It'd be a horrible way for its conclusion, right? Because the conclusion can only be that was a complete waste of time, effort, money, heartache, leaving the job every day for fucking to go and do the course. You know how much money that cost me? I had to leave my job for, 3 hours once a week to go and do the course, okay? To make these people happy. And if I didn't obey them, what happened? I got kicked out, I got chastised, I got fucking absolutely humiliated at my workplace by these fucking people. I got humiliated at my workplace, bro. Humiliated, okay? By this fucking retard that calls me up from the men's behaviour course. You know, starts telling me that I'm not obeying it and I'm not understanding it. So you may have to restart. I'm on like week 11, okay? Week 11. You know, and he's telling me I'm going to restart you. Yeah? So these people want power over you, bro. That's all it is, to break you. They want power over you, to break you. Okay? And I fucking hate that bloke. I really fucking do, mate. I hate that bloke. You know, the way he spoke to me at my workplace and the way he humiliated me in front of my work people. Demanding, you know. I have to do this, I have to do that. You know, doesn't listen to me when I say I'm at work. I'm at work. You're at work. I'm not going anywhere, you know. Like, I'll deal with you in 2 or 3 hours' time. No, you're not. Don't turn up to the class. I'm not going to let you into the class. And from now on, you are completely barred from the class. You're going to start from week 1. You're going to relearn it, okay, because you're not learning. What the fuck you're learning, right? Because you've still got a comment. You still have a comment. You still have, you know, a question. So that's not good. You're not allowed to question. You're not allowed to have a comment, okay? You just have to agree to everything they're saying. And if they ask you anything, make sure that it's totally in agreement with whatever the fuck the subject is. Don't have an opinion on anything, okay? Because that will get you removed, all right? So it's a total retraining of the man. And you're trying to tell me I did all that for nothing? For nothing? You know, I went to psychology courses. It cost me nearly $1,000 fucking dollars talking to this lady. You know, that was for nothing. You know, all that was for nothing, man. God damn. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm okay, man. I'm going down to get something to eat. Played big time, bro. Jimmy, you've seen it from the start, mate. Fuck. You've seen it from all the way from the start. I'm okay, Jimmy. I've resigned myself to how it's all going to happen tomorrow, and if that's how it plays out, then that's exactly what the plan was the whole time, and that's what happens to a lot of men. This is the little trap they fucking set, right? This is how they program the bro. Isn't he nice, man? It's a lovely dog, isn't he? He's on live stream, miss. He's on live stream. He's bloody talented, he is. Na, 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 na. Fucking hell, boys. Anyway, so HS Ticky's in jail for 5 years, mate. Fucking 5 years, boys. Imagine that, boys, eh? And it was over a traffic accident, mate. Over a traffic accident, mate. And he was at the height of all of his money. You know, he had plenty of money, mate, plenty of paper. And instead of facing it and just, you know, getting it over and done with, which would have been a fine, you know, loss of license or whatever, okay, he flees over to the UAE and thinks that he can just, you know, stayed over there for 1 year making videos, making money, and thought that he could just come back into the country. You know, you're going to need that digital ID, HS, to get out of the fucking country, man. You're going to need that digital ID, bro. So they're going to know exactly where your ass is. They're going to put your name into the computer, and it's going to have a picture of a plane. A picture of a plane flying over the ocean an hour until you land. Maybe just sitting there waiting for you, bro, as you get out of the airport. Fucking, you're not going to get away with shit, mate, with a digital ID. Fucking nothing, mate. You know? Yeah, it's scary, man. That shit's going to be mandatory. It's going to be mandatory. They're just going to push it through, just like they did Vietnam. And this is the democratic, you know, United Kingdom, right? So can you imagine, man, all the past kings that went to war in order, you know, all those people, man, that signed the Magna Carta and they all died in the wars trying to get their rights, you know, trying to get the king to sign rights to them, right? And here we are all these years later, man. And those generations past have now just signed, have no choice in the matter but to sign it over. Sign everything back over to them and give them full control. Man, how can anybody vote? How in the fuck do you people go to the voting booth and put a fucking tick down? How, on anybody? on anybody. What the fuck are you doing voting? You know? Because this is what you're voting into power. These are the people that you give the power to. You know, you voted for them, so you're responsible for them. Yeah? And what the hell is going on with Orange Man? You know, he's over in there, then over in the Ishmael fucking country. Loves a bit of Ishmael, okay? And they're congratulating themselves, mate. You know, you got the bombs. I gave you the bombs. You give me a phone call every day. You're calling me up, asking me what bombs you want. You know, I give them to you, and you used them really well. You know, you really know how to use them. Like it's like two genocidal maniacs congratulating themselves. You know what I mean? It's like genocidal fucking Nazis fucking congratulating themselves, mate, at a Politburo meeting. You know, that's what it turned into for me. It just turned into a bunch of fucking Nazis because these cunts are clapping them on. They're clapping them on, they're cheering, they think it's the biggest fucking thing in the world, right? And these two dogs, mate, they're fucking talking about the obliteration and the G word, mate. You know, the G word, bro, they're proud of it. They're proud of what they've done, bro. They're proud of it. And they have not finished. There is no such thing as a peace deal. You know, the peace deal consists of, you know, you sit in peace and I will do the dealing. You know what I mean? There's no peace deal. It doesn't exist with Ishmael or with the United States. There's no such thing. Okay? Both of them are guilty and guilty and guilty of breaking peace treaties. They really are. They could not keep a peace treaty, mate, if their life depended on it. I believe they use a peace treaty as a way of just building their forces and building whatever they need to do, and then they just go in and bomb the fuck out of everything, you know, and then they say, oh, you broke the peace deal, you know, and then they just, but they do that after they've bombed you, yeah? And also it's a way of them letting everybody think that it's over. So they all come out and like they mini celebrate. You know what I mean? They come out of their hiding places. And then Ishmael goes to work on the journalists, mate, the doctors, the medicine people, wipes them all out. Wipes them all out again. You know, another 23 journalists or something were knocked off, mate. You know? They love a journalist, mate. They love a journalist. You know, these people, they scream democracy, democracy, democracy. But they want full fucking control over your life. Full control. Digital ID, digital fucking management of the system. You know, a digital matrix, mate. And that's what I think the matrix, you know, I mean, think about it. It was all on the internet, right? The world existed on the internet. And that's exactly what we're moving into now. The whole digital system, mate. You know? Like these people are driving around right now, right? I hope that they're not more than 15 kilometres away from home. I really do. Because in the future, they won't even be able to buy fucking petrol, mate. Okay? They will be limited by the government on how far they can drive and where they can go. You know, they're only allowed 15 minutes, mate, and your credit card doesn't work. Okay? It won't work. You're past your perimeter. Okay? It just won't work, mate. Don't you understand? You go to pay for something and it won't work. They will have full and utter control over us. I mean absolute control over all of us. And it's a frightening future. It really is, boys. And it's not meant for me and you. Me and you will be dead. Me and you will pass on. The matrix they're setting up, boys, is for the children. It's for the young ones. It's for the children's children. It's for that generation, boys. Okay? So that generation grows up in that system. Yeah? And that's the only system they know, mate. They don't know any system. They've never seen money before. It never existed in their life. All they've had is digital in their life. So that's the only system they're going to know about. And it's going to be a scary future for everybody. For everybody. Get a piece of corn, mate. I haven't had a piece of corn in ages. That looks nice, eh? Okay, $1, mate, $1. And that is the matrix that we're walking into, boys. Or where we have no choice. In Australia, you know, because we already live in a prison society. This is a prison society, okay? All of our ancestors were prisons. So we're used to it. We're used to people, they are used to it. Look at the COVID, mate. They lined up for it, bro. They lined up for the COVID, okay? Everybody's had 2 or 3 jabs, mate. Next door, my friend there, the old man, he's had fucking 6 jabs. 6 jabs, mate. Okay? Fucking 6. I just want to see if we've got any specials going on, right? Have a little looky at the specials. There's not a lot there today, boys. Free range Australian. Oh, we've got some boneless buttered chicken, mate. What's buttered chicken, boys? With Moroccan style thing. You get a whole chicken for $13, mate. What's this one? Paprika and roasted garlic, boys. Paprika and roasted garlic, $6. I think what we'll do is get a whole chicken. Okay? We'll get a whole fucking chookie, mate, and do it ourselves, mate. We'll butcher the chicken, cut it up into pieces, and we'll do that instead, mate, rather than buying it like that. So I believe the future is very, very bleak. Okay? And we can all walk around like they are, most of these people here, mate, they know absolutely nothing. They walk around in their lives, they know absolutely nothing, okay? And it'll all just happen in one day. I swear, bros, that you'll wake up one day and all of your bank will just be switched over. I'm trying to get my bag organised, man. I don't want to carry shit around. I've only got one hand. So we've got specials going on, mate. $6. That's fucking good value. We've got heaps of legs in there. Okay, we'll grab one of those. Okay, so we've got some dinner tonight. We've got some chookie. Okay, we've got a little bit of seno left over, mate. You've got to budget yourself, boys. Okay, because I don't fail like these other fucking retards that I watch, mate. I will not fall. I will not falter. Yeah? I'm not going to end up like these fucking people that I watch, mate. I just refuse, mate. I refuse. Okay, we've got to get some flour. And then I've got to get something to drink, mate. I've got nothing to drink at home. Yeah?
Apparently it's like 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah.
They look tasty, mate. They look tasty. Got the chickens cooking in there, mate. Got the chickens cooking in there. Vanilla custards, mate. We don't need any butter, do we? No, we don't need any butter. No. Okay, what else do we need, boys? We've got to get something to drink, boys, okay? I just buy the necessities, boys, okay? I buy the necessities of what I need. And that's it. I don't just go shopping. Fucking $66, mate. Fuck. Save 40, mate. Fucking $73, mate, for fucking $73, bro. Fucking hell. Like, imagine buying that, fuck, mate. It's a lot of money to wash your dishes, bro. Like, seriously, if you're going to pay that much, you may as well wash the dish. $73, mate. For dishwashing liquid. That fucking makes me laugh, bro. It's so funny to me. Mocha, I don't like mocha. And I don't like regular strength. They're both on special. I think I'll just get a chocolate milk, mate, for $3. And someone sent me $5 in PayPal and said to get a coffee milk. So here we go, mate. I'm going to get a coffee milk, all right? So I spent your $5 on the coffee milk, mate, okay? Thanks very much, viewer. I appreciate you. I wouldn't mind some juice either, man. I'll get some juice, bro. Alright, man. I don't know if I can carry it all, man. It's so fucking heavy. Alright, man. We'll get Mildura, dude. That's a good juice, man. Really nice juice. Yeah, so's that, mate. I love juice, mate. I really do. I like all the juices. Refreshing fruit drink. So that's not even really juice. It's more like cordial. These are all fruit drinks, mate. They're not real. They're just fruit drinks.
Yeah, $6, mate, with pulp. Grown with love in Australia. Yeah, that's real, brother. Look at that. That's real. Okay? So we'll get one of them, man. 1 minute, boys. It's okay. Oh, that's heavy, man. Fuck. lorddobbyking@gmail.com, viewers, is my PayPal if you'd like to bless the stream. And I hope that you receive tenfold back in your blessing. Like I really do. I hope you receive tenfold back. We haven't got it. Oh, yes, we do. We've got chocolate, so we won't worry about that. Okay, we won't worry about that. We need flour and we need spices, mate. Flour and spices, okay? And we need potatoes. We've got no potatoes. So I'm just doing the budget trip, bro. I'm just doing the budget trip, showing you how you live on the old Seno, bro. Okay? It's not a big shop, mate. You'll see when I get there. I think it'll be around $30. I think that's the most I spend, mate. Coffee's normally pretty expensive for me. I don't really buy anything here. I've got my favourite brand from the little shop around the corner, and it's $9 for a packet, which is a lot cheaper than anything here. Or Harris Smooth. This is the one that I have. That's the one. So $8, 75 cents more. So I'm happy with that. That's okay. Potatoes, boys. Okay, I'll just get 3 or 4 potatoes. That'll hold me over. Geez, mate, we're a bit on the incline for potatoes around here. Hey, we might have to start growing potatoes. Hey, get a bucket out the back, boys, and start growing some potatoes. There's fucking nothing there, mate. It's like baby potatoes, mate. That's incredible. And they're full of dirt, man. I'm not buying a potato that's got heaps of dirt all over it, bro. Alright, so we'll just get 4 of them, man. Give them away. There doesn't seem to be any other bags, man. So there's no potatoes, boys. No potatoes at all. What the hell's going on, man? There's no potatoes, man. You're not having these, all right? I just got these. They're over there. There's nothing left, man. There's nothing. Like, I'm just... Yeah, and they're $4.90 anyway. It's getting to a point, man, we should grow our own shit, dude. It really is. Getting to a point you should grow your own there. Where's the potato, boys? No potato, Suresh. All right, man. Suresh is in charge, mate. He's in charge. Suresh is on the job, mate. Suresh is on the job, bro. Okay, I got some dinner, man. I got some chicken legs, some potatoes. I can make some mashed potato. I've got some food. I'm happy, bro. I'm not going to go hungry tonight, and I'm not going to have a meat pie for dinner. Okay? Because that's all that fucking matters to me at this moment. And you worry about things when you have to worry about them, boys. You know, like I could have sat there stewing about stuff, right? But I haven't stewed on anything, man. I've just been doing my own thing, yeah? Concentrating on what I should be concentrating on, boys. Hiya! Thanks, man. Hey, it was a good save, yeah? Hey, Howard, man, you're normally on the tills.
Yes, that's right.
You notice how they all watch you, man, all the staff and shit, dude? They all fucking watch you, right? But the joint's covered in cameras. Like, it's absolutely covered, bro. You know, you couldn't pick up a lolly in here, mate, without them being on... Without it being registered, bro. Okay? Alright, how much for the potatoes, man? $2.26, bro. $2.26, bro. And they're the only potatoes in the whole joint. There are no potatoes in here. No potatoes in the supermarket, bro. Alright, man, so it's chicken tonight. We didn't get any flour, bro. We're missing flour. Ah, shit, I need flour. Here we go, flour, boys. We'll get some flour. Yeah, plain flour. I need some flour, boys. And we need spices, boys. We've got no, we need spices to put into the flour. Spices, here we go. I'll get some chili spice and some, stuff that goes with chicken, bro. I didn't walk past it, did I? No, I didn't walk past it. Sorry, miss. Okay, I've got to walk all the way up here, bro. All right, man. 2 for $6 today, boys. 2 for $6. Garlic and herb. Ouch. We want something that's a bit zesty, bro. We want something that's a bit zesty, you know? So maybe chipotle or peri-peri. I think peri-peri, yeah? We'll go peri-peri today, man. All right, put us a bit of, and then we need a bit of paprika. So we'll go chipotle and then paprika. Okay, that's 2 together. Those be nice, man. It's okay, sir. It's okay, sir. Thank you, sir. We don't interfere with people's jobs, mate. You get it? We don't nuisance stream. That is why I survive, 15 years and they go to jail. Okay? Like, I'm gutted for the guy, mate, that he's going, where's that flour? Oh, yeah, that's some flour. All right, we got it, boys. All right, 2 for $6. Yeah, 2 for $6, man. Okay, sweet. All right, man, told you, man, $30. I told you, bros, $30. I always do it for $30, man. I aim for 30. Like in my head, I calculate it as I go along. Oh, shit.
It's alright. The rest the other way.
Okay, we'll get to there.
Follow the pin pad prompts to finalise your payment.
Yeah, man, they're right onto you here, boys. Okay, trust me, bro. You can't make a move in this joint.
Do you wish
So,
to get your receipt?
and they're all worried about everything, mate. Oh God, mate. Let me put you down for a minute, boys.
Please take your items.
So HS is facing 5 years, boys. 5 years in the jail, mate. Like, you've got to laugh. Like, 5 years, man. Like, all he had to do was turn up to court, mate. You know that, right? It's all he had to do. He just turned up for court on the day, right? It just would have been a fine. It just would have been a fine. That's all it would have been. And he would have lost his license. But because he went overseas, bro, he went overseas for a year and then he came back, that's regarded as like aggravated whatever. So, mate, they're going to chuck they'll chuck the book at him, bro. They'll chuck the book at him. So they reckon that he might face 5 years, mate.
Thank you for shopping with the fresh food.
You see, boys? It fits all into the bag, all nicey nice, mate. You see? It's exact, mate. I do it every time I come here. I do it every time, man, I swear. It's just heavy enough to carry, man, but it's not a killer, It's not a killer. Look at that day, boys. Absolutely beautiful out there. Right? The old Seaford, mate. The old Seaford, bro. Let me get my glasses on, mate. I can't see shit.
I don't think so. There's already 2 loads on there.
Yeah, man. That's bright as, dudes. Fuck, that's bright. Blinding bright, bro. Can you see that? Look how bright that is, boys. Welcome to the Lord Dobby stream, mate, if you just walked in. You know, we're just doing our afternoon stream, mate, because it annoys the shit out of everybody. Oh, they fucking hate it when I come on live, mate. Right? Little tiny little dog, mate. Little tiny little dog. They absolutely hate it. They really do. And you can just be talking about whatever you're talking about, it doesn't matter. There's going to be someone like it. Whatever you're talking about, there's going to be someone that doesn't like it, okay? I can't keep everybody happy. So Johnny Somalia, mate's not going to make it out of wherever country he's in. Vitali's going to jail, mate. Like he's gone, mate, Vitali. Like I'm amazed, dude. And then you got all these people crashing out on TikTok. They're just crashing out, mate. Like they really are. You know, I'm going to quit TikTok. I'm not going to come back. I need a break from my own mental health. You know, rah, 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 rah. And then the next day, mate, they're fucking live streaming again. They're in there battling. Fucking, oh my God. Oh my God, boys. Try and find peace in your life, gentlemen. Especially if you're a little bit older like me. You know, you want peace in your life. You know, you at my age, you don't need drama. You don't need problems. You just want some peace and happiness in your life. You know, you don't set out to argue with anybody and, you know. Oh, shit. Okay, man, so we got some chicken wings. We got some chicken legs, yummy, bros. Chicken legs. We got some potatoes. And we got a corn, mate. We got a fucking beautiful corn. So we'll go home and have a nice bit of dinner, mate, tonight. Yeah, a nice bit of food, mate, for the boy. And then I've got to get up early, mate. I've got to get up early. You know, I can't go in there with tracky pants and a t-shirt. Okay? Because they'll look at you and go, yeah, automatically, bang, you're out of here. Okay, because you're going to get judged on everything. On everything, man. That's the worst thing in the world, mate, as a man. Because they're looking for anything. Anything. And they're going to try and provoke you. They're going to try and say things to you to make a reaction out of you. Because then they can just go, you see, I was telling you that, look. You see how he reacted? That's how he is all the time. You know? Remember, boys, it's only the reaction that is the abuse. When it comes to a woman, it's only the reaction that is the abuse. The woman is allowed to say and do what she wants, kick, punch you, yell at you, scream at you, accuse you of whatever the fuck she wants, mate. And that's not abuse. The minute you react to it and stick up for yourself and you're a bit manly about it, yeah, that's abuse. Okay? So be careful, man. Be careful dealing with them, boys. We're all a slave to the system, mate. Howdy, how you doing, man? I'm just having a rest, mate. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, me too, but I don't have the time, mate. I'm not interested in standing there waiting or whatever. I'm on stream. Okay, so I don't want to stand there talking in line on stream. Okay, you want to be in and out of there real quick, mate. You're dealing with normal people. Everyone around me is a normal person. They're not on live stream. To them, this is all, you know, just stupid and you should turn it off and, you know, like they do not see what you see. Okay? So that's why these streamers get into trouble, mate. Because they're talking to their chat in there and they you know, the people around them are listening to them. And that's how they get into trouble. So we don't do that. I'm not going to stand in the line talking to the chat, mate. Because that's just going to highlight me. And I don't need to be highlighted. For what? There's no profit in being highlighted, mate. You know? They're already searching the bags, mate. They already fucking look in the bag several times, man. That kid. You know, he's making sure that you take apps. You know what I mean? He's watching you, dude. Watching you like a hawk. And it's a joke, man. It really is a joke. The place is covered in cameras. You couldn't touch a chocolate bar in there, a packet of chewing gum without being recorded. Okay? And they even record it, man, don't worry. They know when you pick a product up and like you walk a couple of aisles over, you change your mind and you put it down. Okay? They know. Yeah? Because otherwise you'd get to the cash register, you'd get jumped on, where's the product, right? They didn't see you put it down, mate. They did see you put it down, bro. There's cameras everywhere. I've never nicked a thing, mate, in my life, you know that? Like I've never nicked anything, mate, personally. I've been involved in, you know, other people nicking shit, but I've never actually nicked anything, right? Not even a fucking chocolate bar, bro. Okay? Hey, I wonder if I get home and I take my sunglasses off, am I going to put them in the same spot as I did the other sunglasses and suddenly I'll find the other sunglasses? Because I can't find the other pair of sunglasses, man. I don't know where they are. Oh, man, I've got to carry this shit, dude. Give me a sec, man. This shit is not light. Yeah, I'll carry it with my other hand, mate. Let me have a rest for a minute, bro. Alright, say hello. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's happy. Okay? Hope you got someone in your life that loves you, mate. Alright? I really do. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal. You know, bless the stream, mate. Bless you. Bless your family if you do. And I hope that you get tenfold back in luck to support the Lord Dobby. All right, so the blessing, lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my directly to me. PayPal, directly to me. Other than that, man, I hope you have a bit of a learning. I hope you learn something, okay? And I hope you have a bit of a laugh, because that's all it's about. Have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a giggle. You know, everything I say is for entertainment only. None of it is real or based on actual people. You know, it's just fictitious shit that I talk about, okay? Completely fake, mate. Completely fake. It's good to see a young couple like that. Nice to see. Oh, gosh, mate. Phew. Getting a bit buggered, mate, okay? All right, so I put my sunnies back in my pocket, okay? I'm just making sure that I record it, mate. So I don't lose these pair of glasses. I can't have lost them, man, really, I can't. I just, yeah, I hope not. I hope they turn up. No. Oh, dudes. Getting a bit hot, mate. Getting a bit hot. Oh, yeah. That shit's heavy, bro. Oh, yeah. Let me have a rest. I don't know who that is, mate. I don't know who that is. I know that everybody's in charge, mate. They're all fucking thieves and liars, and they're sellouts. All of our politicians throughout the world. Every single Western politician, including our own. All of them are sellouts. They've sold us out, man. Okay? They've sold out the country. It's all part of the bigger plan, mate, to have total and utter control by 2030. And then, you know, beyond that, they'll be dictating to you what you can and can't eat and what you can buy and, you know, how far you will go and where you will live. Shit, dude. And if you don't agree on it, they'll turn it off. They'll just turn your chip off. You won't be able to buy anything. They'll just turn it off. If you go and protest against the government, you know, you go to one of those peaceful rallies or whatever you want to call them, you know, facial recognition will get you straight away. Digital ID will get you straight away. and then they just turn you off. They turn you off, okay? You know, you're supporting a non-government agency or whatever they have that wording for it, right? I'm telling you, man, it's dystopian shit. If you think China was bad, communism was bad, having the digital ID, wait until a fucking liberal gets hold of it, bro. Under democracy. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to smash that motherfucker, dude. Trust me, man. They're going to have so much control and so many rules and so many regulations, and they can directly take it all out of your account, mate. So we're heading into a future, man, that's absolutely dystopian. Like, it really fucking is, bro. I don't know how your children are going to live. It's going to be full digital control wherever you go. I'm telling you, man. We're going to be working for digital fucking currency, bro. It's going to be a digital world. All of these fucking tards here, mate, that are driving around in their cars, mate, are going to be living in a digital world. Everything they fucking know, everything that they buy, everything that they do, their medical, everything, mate, all on a digital record. And everywhere they go, mate. You know, and if your Medicare is hooked into your digital ID, bro, then that means that they can dictate how you live, how you eat, what you drink, because, you know, that's not good for your health. That's not good for your health, Mr. Barker. You can't have that. You know, you've overdone your caffeine allowance. You know, you can't have coffee. You can't buy coffee. Yeah, trust me, man. It's full control. And you vote for them. You vote them into power. You vote these fucking retards into power, bro. You give them the power over you. You know, I've never voted, man. I don't give a fuck about their fine. I don't give a fuck about their knocking on the door. I've already been to court about it. And I refuse to fucking vote. Refuse to be a part of the system, mate. Yeah? But you're a part of it, man. You're already signed up, bro. You're already in there, mate. Understand? You're already part of it. So you're fucked. You're fucked, mate. And how do you think you feel, mate, all those fucking years ago when I was telling you to buy in when it was $24 an ounce? How do you feel? How do you feel if you had money? You know, if you've got paper sitting in the bank, right? Do you not feel like a fucking donkey, you know, for not listening to me? You know, I remember sharing the link on fucking on a live stream for an eBay buy it now, $25 an ounce. Okay, $25 an ounce for SBSS coin, silver bullet, silver shield coin, and the guy just seemed to be dumping his stock because it nosedived down to $26 an ounce or something. So this guy's, you know, plundered everything on eBay for $24 an ounce. You know, I remember putting the link on in my thing, mate, in one of my streams. I don't know if any of you guys took advantage of that. But now we're looking at 80. We're looking at 80, bro. And that's just now. You know, you give it another year, man. Just give it another 2 years. Okay, as soon as this digital shit comes in, everything tangible, everything that has value, not only holds the value, but escalates it. Goes through the fucking roof, right? Let's go past that $2 shop, Mel, that fucking... Actually, I don't want to today. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. I've got to carry this heavy shit everywhere. So I just want to get home and unload this bag, mate. Fuck. But that's who we have in charge. Don't you understand, viewers? Don't you understand how doomed we are? You know, we're surrounded by politicians that are fucking corrupt as fuck. They're rich as fuck. They don't have any worries that you have. All of their bills are paid for. And they've signed us up for digital ID. We are doomed. You know, I don't know what they're going to do. They've also got like millions of dollars in the bank. And they're also going to be on the digital ID, aren't they? I mean, unless they pull out a whole bunch of paper. And then you know what the government will do, bros? I'll tell you what the government's going to do. It's going to do the same thing it did with the $100 bill when I was a kid. They're going to just ban it. They're going to say to the public, you've only got a certain amount of time to spend those $100 bills or to exchange them, and then they will no longer be able to be used. Yeah, no longer be able to be used, mate. I used to save my money in $100 bills, and I had to go to the bank and get them changed over for 50s because they phased out the $100 paper bill. Okay? I wish I'd kept them, man, because they'd actually be worth a lot now, the $100 bill. It would actually be worth something, right? That sucks, man. It really does. Because they'd actually might be worth something now. But you watch. That shit's going to skyrocket. Don't you love the crypto dump, boys? Did you catch any of that? Man, go on to TikTok, boys, and look up crypto dump. And look what happened to these people, dude, these fucking retards that fucking, you know, they want to play around in the crypto world, mate. You know, talk about the matrix. Like fucking, that's what cryptocurrency is, bro. That's the fucking matrix, man. Trying to outguess a fucking computer. Trying to outguess an algorithm, right? Because that's what it is, man. It's an algorithm, and it sees when the market goes up and there's liquidation in that coin, and then it smashes it, bro. It totally smashes it. It liquidates it. It takes all of the fucking funds out of it. It shorts it, longs it, whatever it is, and then it wipes the coin out, bro. The coin goes from really good value going up and up and up, and then it's smashed, and then they take that money away. Do you know on that crypto dump, that crypto thing, one guy on 2 transactions, $190 million, mate. 190 million. Okay? That is what he made on the exchange, mate. Okay? 190 million, man. Just from shorting this particular 2 coins or whatever. Because it took all the paper out of it. It took all the liquid asset out of it, bro. And the coin just nosedived. And they did that over and over and over. And they reckon that it was a machine. You know, it's an algorithm. You know, you're competing against an algorithm, which is impossible because the algorithm can control the market. It can take the market up, take the market down, you know? And as soon as there's enough money pooled up, say there's a whole bunch of shorts, okay, that are going to earn a lot of money if it goes down, I think it is. So then the machine makes it go up. The machine makes it go up, boys. So you all lose. And then a whole bunch of people come in, they're going to short it, and they put a whole bunch of money into the short, right? So then the machine sees it, the algorithm reads it, and bang, it does the opposite. It does the opposite. So it wipes your money out. It's designed to do that. You know, crypto is nothing more than pump and dump. It is nothing more than a pump and dump. It's a pyramid fucking thing, mate. Okay? The only way it gets power is because you monkeys on fucking legs sit there believing these idiot retards that fucking tell you to go and buy a coin and it's going to do this, it's going to do that, it's going to do this. Mate, that dog, that fucking rat, he bought it in at the bottom. He bought that coin when it was nothing. And now he's sitting there telling you how it's going to increase, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. That's because he wants you to buy into the market. Because when you do, his fucking stock goes through the roof. Yeah? I mean, shit, dude, these people they'll spend, you know, $1 on a share. If that share goes to $2.50 or $3, they sell it, bro, because that's a 200% increase on their money. So they sell that shit, dude. Whew. Hello, boys. Oh, I've got to carry this bag, mate. It's bloody heavy, let me tell you. This bag is not fun to carry, man. So anyway, the story is, man, I was on there watching it, the crypto guys, right? And all these crypto people are in tears, bro. They're in tears, man. This guy's lost $160,000 in a matter of mere seconds. Fucking seconds, mate. Seconds. And all of his savings are gone. 160 grand, man. Go and watch him. The crypto pump, the crypto crash, I think it is called on TikTok. And you'll see a whole bunch of these streamers, man. They're all crying on there. You know? The pump and dump didn't work, mate. You know, the pump and dump isn't like it was before. It's not manually done. You know, you've got these people that have got billions of dollars, mate. And they've got algorithm machine computers, bro. And they're designed to do exactly what I just explained to you a minute ago. You know, when there's liquidity into the market, in a particular way, the machine drives the fucking market the opposite way. So it empties your account, okay? And then it waits for all of you silly monkeys to buy in again, to short it because it's going down. So I think you short it, do you? And then again, as soon as there's liquidity in the market, the machine comes back on the line and drives it back up again. So it's emptied your account twice. Bang. Straight away, within fucking mere minutes. Okay? I mean, this guy was celebrating, dude. He's watching the green candle, right? He's celebrating, bro. You know, I mean, the guy had $900,000 in his account, mate. $900,000 of fucking crypto. Far out, dude. 900 grand. And in a matter of mere seconds, he lost $170,000. Okay? You know, you can just see his money counter going, his money counter's just going down and down and down, and there's nothing that he can do about it. He can't sell the stock. He can't, you know, he's locked in. He's locked into that particular price point. So, man, it's an algorithm. You are fighting against an actual algorithm, a computer, bro. Good luck to that. There's no way you're going to outsmart the computer, the algorithm that's waiting for these people to build up the equity in the coin and then just wipe it out. Okay? And then it double dips. When you all buy in at the short, it double dips again and wipes all of you people out. So then there is nothing left in the coin itself. It's finished. Yeah? Very clever. There are very, very clever people, mate. They don't have to move off a chair. Okay, and they earn millions and millions of dollars doing this. I am talking serious fucking money. They showed one trader and he earned $190 million, mate, in 3 trades. 3 trades. Okay? He did exactly what I just said to you. All right? Yeah, huge. $190 million. Oh my God, dudes. Can you imagine that? Imagine being that clever. Can you imagine being that clever, boys? And you fucking earn $190 million in a matter of just an hour. You know? You couldn't imagine your life, mate. You're a fucking genius, mate. You know what I mean? A total genius. You know, and hopefully one day we get one of them in here to the Lord Dobby chat, mate. Okay? All right? You got 100 million sitting in the bank account, you can buy me a chocolate milk. Okay? Send me $5 in PayPal, man. lorddobbyking@gmail.com. Bless the stream. Bless me. Bless my life, man. Okay? Yeah, bless my life, man, if you can. So anyway, man, I hope you've been liking my short, thin streams that I've been doing. It's mainly just to annoy these fucks because they want me off the internet. So I figure you want it, I'm going to fucking make sure you get a good dose of me. I really am. You shouldn't have said a word. Yeah. You shouldn't have said anything to me. But now you're telling me to get off the internet? No, that's not going to happen. You know, I'm Australian born and bred. I grew up in America. You know, I have free rights. I have rights, you know. Yeah, I have rights. I'm allowed to talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. We live in Australia, and a fucking stranger that you knew 8 years ago has no right telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing in your life. They have fucking none. I mean, if they can do that in your life, then why can't you have control in their life? Yeah? Because it's all one way. You know, just do what I say. Okay? Do what I say and you obey. And that's it. That's all it is. Control. Yeah? Now, Israel, mate, at the moment, do you know how many fucking wars it's in, bro? Mate, I didn't know this, right? You know Africa? You know Africa, right? And they've got like gold mines, they've got diamond mines, they've got all of these different kinds of mines, right? And you always hear that there's war going on. You know, you always hear that there's problems at these places, mate. Do you know who it is, man? It's fucking Ishmael, dude. Ishmael is in there training these Ugandan fucking fighters, Rwanda fighters. It's training these people, dude. And it's giving them weapons. And it's destabilising the nation, destabilising everything so that it can keep control of the mines. Because, I mean, Ishmael is the biggest diamond producer, apparently, or provider in the world. Did you know that? I didn't know that, right? Well, it is. Its biggest export is diamonds. And they don't have any diamonds, dude. Israel does not have diamonds, mate. So where do you think they get it from, bro? Where do you think it all comes from? You know, they want to keep control of the gold, mate. They want to keep control of the resources, the oil. So they go in, they arm one of their militias up, they train the militias up, and the militias go in there and just kill everybody. And it brings unsettling, you know what I mean? Unsafe to the region, but the mine stays open. The mine keeps producing, and that's the whole idea of it, mate. Put everybody into Portum. Ishmael is probably the worst country in the entire world, bro. Like the entire world, all right? The entire world just destabilizes the country, ruins the economy, steals fucking everything that it can. Everything that it can. I mean, can you imagine how that Ishmael looks at the African people? You know, if they look at the Palestinians the way they do, can you imagine what they think of South African people? Oh my Godfather, bro. What they would be calling these people behind the closed doors would make you shudder. Yeah? So, oh, fuck off, mate. How's that for you, mate? I'm going to give you a big fat fucking baby arm. Just wait there, cunt. Fucking car. Boom, mate. You're fucking gone, you rude little crunt. Right? Don't talk to me like that in my stream, mate. You're in the wrong place, man. I own your name now, boy. Yeah, you can get fucked too, mate. I'll talk about Ishmael and Ilse. Okay? So I'm going to help you out too, bro. Fucking car. Boom, mate. You're fucking gone out of my chat. All right? I'll keep you nice and safe like an Ishmael needs to be done, mate. An Ishmael needs to be kept safe, mate, okay? And I'm going to keep you safe. Fucking car. Boom, mate. Now you're in your own little Gaza. Now you're in my jail, okay? Yeah, 24 hours a day guard, mate, okay? Okay, welcome to Gaza, okay? You're in my little gulag, all right? And I own your name. You're going to need another username. You won't be able to use that name in any other chat on YouTube. So, hey, Fast Boy Craig. Some guy contacted me, man. He wants like personal information on you. Asking me all kinds of shit. I didn't tell him anything, man, okay? I didn't give him your number or nothing, man. I'm just giving you a heads up, all right? So if anybody knows Fast Boy Craig, just pass that message on to him. All right, there's some bloke fucking, some blokes fucking, yeah. But I didn't give him your phone number or nothing, man, all right? So nothing's come from Dobby. But at least I'm giving you a heads up. No, mate, no, Jimmy, no. There's no value in doing any of that. I'm just going to go home and have a quiet night, mate. I've got to think about tomorrow. I've got a huge day tomorrow. I want to have a peaceful night. I'm going to have an early night if I can, to rest my body, because I'm going to be absolutely sacrificed tomorrow, mate. Okay? Sacrificed. I'm going to get drawn, quartered, slain, hung. You know, it's going to be accusation central. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting the absolute worst. Okay? And the other side's just going to walk in with a big smile on their face. Okay? And it's quite disgusting and horrible, to be honest, mate, that, you know, you have no rights with your daughter at all. And your daughter has no right to see you at all. Okay? So, well, yeah, it's quite frightening, man. You know, I'm really hoping that I'm wrong, but from the videos that I've seen, mate, I'm not wrong. You can go on TikTok, mate, and look up family law court lawyers, and you can listen to them yourself. Listen to their stories, bro, because the family law court lawyers are on there actually complaining themselves. You know, that I came here with my client, we've got it all organised, he's done the right thing, and I was just adjourned for 7 months. You know, 7 months is basically the end of everything. He's not going to see the children aren't going to see him, and that's another 7 months. Okay? So the actual lawyer was so disappointed, man. So disappointed that he made a video, you know, expressing how disappointed he is. Because it's the children that pay. You know, it's not anybody else. The children pay, man. They don't see their parent. And for some reason, these women, they think that's acceptable. They think that's a good idea. You know, and it's not just me, it's not just, there are thousands of me, bro. Thousands, literally. Okay? The court is so busy that they adjourn you for 7 months. That is how many cases they have, mate. Because it gets adjourned and adjourned and adjourned and adjourned. Okay? You're looking at a case that's 4 years old right here. 4 years. Been adjourned every time. Every time, adjourned, adjourned, adjourned. You know? This time was 7 months. The last time was 5 months. 5-month adjournment. I, tomorrow, am coming off a 7 and 5. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months of adjournments. 12 months of just adjournment. Nothing else. Just adjourn. And this is 12 months. Okay? And you don't see your children, bro. Your children do not see you. Okay? Because the court doesn't give a fuck if you don't see the kids. They don't care. Okay? They only care about if the child wants to see the child. You know, but then again, even if they express that, you know, the other side is going to go, oh no, it's no good, it's not going to work. You know, there's going to be plenty of reasons for you not to see your children. Okay? Plenty. Yeah? Yeah, I'm going to give him a pray later. I'm going to give him a pray later, man. I'll be praying to the Lord above, don't worry. I'll be praying. But from what I've seen, this poor guy, this father today on TikTok, you can look it up yourself. You know, I'm not the only one, so it actually made me feel better because it means that is how the system rolls. This is how it's played out. It's not, you're not special, mate. You didn't do, you know what I mean? This is how every father gets adjourned for 7 months. 7 months, man, is a long time. And your ex will walk away just smiling to herself, bro. She hasn't had to do a goddamn thing, and she's gotten everything that she wants. And, yeah. So now they have plans on moving over and living in another country. That's what it's about. Meanwhile, remember, I can't take my kid to Queensland. Oh, no, that's not important. You know, it's important that they go and live in another country, though. Yeah, that's very important, that is. You know, they're going to miss out if they don't go. But they're not going to miss out on anything if they don't go with you. No, well, what does it matter if they don't meet the family? What does it matter if they don't meet their aunties and uncles and their cousins? That doesn't matter. Okay? You know why? Because you're a man. That's why it doesn't matter. Because you're a man. Okay? Anyway, boys, take it easy. Thank you very much for any blessing that you send to the stream today. I appreciate you, man. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal. If you bless my stream, thank you very much. I hope that you get tenfold back. Anyway, man, I'm going to have a peaceful night. Take it easy, and thank you very much for liking the stream.